Hello everyone, welcome to a new thing I'm doing. It's news, I suppose. This is me. Hi, I'm the person that does the videos, and I figured that I would say hello to you guys, especially some of the people that come to my channel. Honestly, uh, kind of daily. Mr. Kenpo Karate Guy, thank you so much for your support. I also do want to thank Spencer H. He's one that I see all the time. And Bavalen, who has a wonderful portrait of Bastion from Overwatch. Thanks you guys for your continued support in these videos. What I wanted to do today is I wanted to just open up the floor, and as you can see behind me is a little roguelike, a design analysis situation. So one of the things that I wanted to talk about is why I do roguelikes, why it's something that's apparent on my channel, why I do things that honestly wouldn't be really big in a lot of other channels. The reason why I started this gaming channel is I used to do a lot of traveling. So it was called Gaming on the Go, and what it was basically a bunch of games that you can play while you're on your laptop or while you're, moving around and stuff like that. So one thing that I noticed about these games is roguelikes work especially well on laptops. So I actually really got into the roguelike situation. Binding of Isaac was honestly the first roguelike I ever played, and that sounds stupid because it's not really a roguelike, but I watched Northern Lion play it a lot, and I was like, you know what? I like this guy. I like this game. So then I started getting into like real roguelikes. The first one that I did was NetHack, and then I got into Dwarf Fortress a bit, and then I started getting into the more unique titles that you've seen today. Really, some of the games that I liked that were kind of like roguelikes but have a different spin on them are things like Worm Unlimited. That's an MMO, and games of that nature. So a couple of things that I wanted to talk about is why? Like, why roguelikes, right? And it seems like they're very easy and simple on the get-go. Like, when you first start a roguelike, you have a certain amount of stats, you have things to attack things with, and that's basically all that you see. And you're like, well, what the heck is the point of this? There aren't any... No, most of the time, there aren't any graphics, even. So what is it that makes roguelikes different? Well, to me, it's the fact that most of these roguelikes have been out for 20, or let's say 15 to 20 years. I mean, sometimes 25, sometimes 30. And what they basically are is they're games that are just creations of love. Like, you can definitely tell that the developer definitely loved the game. It's something that he poured all of his heart and soul into. They're usually like a small team of 5, even down to like 1 person. They've been working on these games for years and years and years, and they don't have the necessary computations that they need to actually make really high aesthetics or graphics, if you will. So what I really like about roguelikes is that you can also tell with the community that people love these things. Like they take their time to deal out with different tile sets or different mods that make the game more enjoyable, and they're all doing this without any pay. And generally, like especially for like NetHack, there was Vulture that came out for NetHack, which I believe started as something called Hawkeye. And what I like about that is that somebody actually really liked NetHack enough to come up with an isometric view for it. And I just think that like that kind of programming, that kind of environment, that kind of gaming community you see in roguelikes is rare. In a lot of other games, like I do enjoy some first-person shooters from time to time. I enjoy playing Xbox or on the PlayStation, and I've noticed that the and I played a lot of League of Legends, so that should tell you what kind of communities I'm used to. The communities there are usually just very caustic. They're very... Everyone kind of hates each other. Everyone just talks bad about each other. No one's really helping anybody out, and that's what I like about roguelikes. Like, you can go to any Reddit that has a roguelike, like a Dwarf Fortress Reddit, and they love questions. You ask a question about something that happens, and within 5 minutes you have an answer. And that's crazy to me. It's crazy to me that these people have been building these games for so long, and that the community is so huge in them. It's amazing. So why do I like roguelikes? Why should people like roguelikes? Well, as I mentioned, when you first start a roguelike, you think that things are really simple. That is never the case. In fact, I believe, I can't remember exactly who said it, but they said there's more code in a roguelike than there is a traditional first person shooter if you don't count the graphics. And that is very, very true. I have seen on Steam some people have been playing a roguelike for 2,000, 3,000 hours, and that's something that you can't, that replayability you can't actually get in any other kind of game. The fact that there's generally some sort of random mechanics. Sometimes it doesn't have to be too random. I do notice with Caves of Cod, some things are random, but some things are put into place. You have a lot of quests that you can do. You have a lot of, there's just a lot of depth. Any situation that you run into, you can come up with a ton of ways to actually solve that situation that sometimes don't even resort in combat. And so I know a lot of people have been asking me, a lot of people have been saying, dude, why are you playing these games? Like, why are you wasting your time? What is this? And that's my answer. It's a community that I love to be a part of. It's something that I very much enjoy, and as someone who's going to school for computer engineering, it's something that I'm really into. So I wanted to also open up the floor and say, hey, this channel, it wouldn't be anything without you guys, and I very much appreciate that. Thank you so much. I just reached over 40 subscribers, and that's something that I didn't actually see this as ever being. It's something this big. I know that that sounds really weird because people are like, 40 subscribers, that's not anything. But like when I see some of my videos get 600 views and you know, there's a conversation going on and you know, there are 12, 13 comments that people are just, they're just conversing about the games that I'm playing, and you can tell that they love them as well. That's something that it definitely drives me. It gives me passion to do this, and I want to thank you guys for that. With that said, I do want to say that I'd like to open this up to say, hey, if you have any suggestions for games, let me know. Right now is the time to do that. I will do my best to do any suggestions that are down in the comments, whether it be one episode because I hate the game, or several because I love it. I don't want to just do things that I think I'll enjoy. I want to do things that I think you guys would enjoy, especially those that come back regularly. So let me know if there's anything that you want to see me play. Let me know if there's anything that you want to see me do. And I'd be more than happy to oblige you guys. And again, thank you so much for your support so far. I've really appreciated it. I hope you've had a wonderful time. I know that I very much have, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.